Hey, Vegas, Clay Baker here with you. And now that we're into fall and you open your windows to cool the house off during the day and night, you got to remember that your carpet acts as your house's largest air filter. And right now, it's the pollen that is building up in your house. And you can only vacuum so much. That's why you need to call Zero Res. Do it now before you have everyone over for Thanksgiving. They can come to your house, pre-treat it, clean, sanitize your carpets for one low price. Only $99 for 3 rooms. Plus, you get a $25 U.S. gas card with every cleaning. Hey, I got my windows open, too. It feels great at night. And when judging what's in your carpets, it's not what you see. It's what you don't see that's hidden in your carpet fibers. Call today and ask for the Clay Baker ESPN special. They'll clean 3 rooms of carpet for only $99, and you'll get a $25 U.S. gas card with every cleaning. U.S. Gas has Vegas's lowest gas prices. So call them today, Zero Res, 702-840-3333, or go online at ZeroResLasVegas.com.
Zero Res it. ZeroRez. Call 840-3333.
Rebel Extra is back. After each Runnin' Rebel home game, we'll be live at Office Bar and Naked City Pizza, taking your calls and reacting to that night's game. So stop by and see us, Rebel Extra, at Office Bar and Naked City Pizza, just steps away from the east side of the Thomas and Mack.
The bait was so tempting. Free trip, gifts, then you got hooked by the sales pitch, bought the timeshare, and you've regretted it ever since.
The maintenance fees kept increasing, and we just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
It was not anything like what they showed us when we bought the timeshare.
Timeshares aren't a day at the lake. They're all catch and no release. Unless you talk to Resort Release. We can release you from that timeshare legally and permanently. A-plus rated by the BBB. A 100% money-back guarantee. And our clients' 5-star reviews tell the story.
You kept us informed the entire time. There was never anything hidden. Absolutely wonderful.
Be the one that got away before 2019 maintenance fees are due. Call now for a free consultation. 888-308-5955. 888-308-5955. Or resortrelease.com. They catch, we release. Resort Release. 888-308-5955. 888-308-5955. Or resortrelease.com. Call now.
This Christmas, the Salvation Army is fighting to ensure that every child in our community is warm, safe, and well-nourished. For $30, you could feed a family of 4 for a week. For $150, you could feed a meal to 150 children in need. The Salvation Army provides over 9 million nights of shelter to people in need in the U.S. Help the Salvation Army fight for those in need all over our community this holiday season by donating at salvationarmy.listenandgive.org.
Yes, Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and available anytime your plumbing won't go with the flow. Schedule your heating or plumbing checkup. 888-4937. 888-4937. Or go to theyesmancan.com. License 7233 and 71246.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
I did misspeak before the break. Marco D'Angelo's here, Mark Seidel. Thanks to Jeff Sherman. I'm Dave Koch, and I think I said 21-4, and it's actually 21-6. Last 27, but the 11-2 part was right. The Joe's angle of the day has been sensational. Joe's is always sensational. See, the Angles are on a hot streak. Joe's hot streak has been going on for about 100 years. Okay, because it's been longer than that. I think it was like 1906 or something. The original opened in South Beach, and we've had the one in Las Vegas for I guess about 15 years now, and it's as good as it gets. This is strip prices. It's really reasonable compared to a lot of the strip restaurants, and I'll stack it up against any of the big-name restaurants. Joe's is awesome. Make a reservation, 702-792-9222. And we're going to the NBA for tonight's angle, courtesy of Ralph Michaels.
Yep, tonight we're going to go against NBA home teams that is off and away overtime game, and their opponent is off a straight-up loss.
All right.
Well, that applies tonight. You got Golden State off an overtime game last night.
Right.
And Atlanta's off the loss to the L.A. Lakers in their last game. So it's
very close game, too.
Very close game. And it says to go against the Golden State Warriors tonight. So we are on Atlanta. And as you heard Jeff in the earlier segment, he had some sharp money come in on Atlanta.
They're getting a ton of points.
They must have got Ralph's notes early.
That's probably what it is. I mean, the Hawks. They're getting so many points. It's almost impossible to lay the favorite in that game. Tomorrow night, we've got more Maction. We'll get more views on this tomorrow with Patrick Everson from Covers.com and Teddy Covers, Ted Savransky from WagerTalk.com. But let's look at it ourselves right now as Buffalo takes on Ohio and Miami of Ohio matches up with Northern Illinois. This is an attractive MAC doubleheader because these two games have a possibility of going either way. Buffalo in Ohio, we are seeing money on the Bobcats. I guess you could make a case that the situation favors them to some extent. They didn't play well last week, and we'll see if they can bounce back. I mean, that to me is a bit of a mental hurdle for them. I know they came back late in that football game, but they dug themselves a big hole early and just couldn't climb all the way out.
Yeah, you look at Buffalo, Dave. Technically, the division's still up in the air because they only have a 2-game lead. But their last game,
their last game's a walkover.
Yeah, they're playing Bowling Green. Yeah. So you got to wonder, how much Buffalo puts into this. But I look at this one, and there's really only one way I could play this game. It's going to be an entertaining game, and I have these two teams pretty close. I like this Buffalo team, and they're consistent all year. But you look at Ohio, they've got the 11th ranked offense at 6.9 yards per play, while Buffalo is 60th at 5.9. But defensively, Buffalo's ranked 21st, where Ohio's ranked 106th. So I think that's going to balance the books there a little bit on the offensive side. I think really both teams are going to score points in this game. And as we talked about in the last game, I'm looking at an under in a MAC game, and I say how much you have to hold your breath when you play an under. This one's got the makings, if the weather's good tomorrow, and that's something you always got to watch this time of the year with MAC games.
It's going to be cold. We know that.
But sometimes you get that. You get wind, and if you get rain, it changes everything. And I'll tell you what, as a guy from back on the East Coast, I could handle cold. But
it's cold's not a problem.
When I had cold and any kind of moisture, it just felt so much more,
to me, it was worse. The wind was worse. And you're from Pittsburgh, so it's not, your weather's not quite like ours was because when there's precipitation, it's really nasty precipitation in the winter in my part of the world, and it's usually snow, and the wind is just brutal.
Well, you never sat at a football game at Heinz Field when they have the one end open, and it's the open end where you're coming off the river. You get the breeze off the river. That is just bone-chilling.
The last NFL game I went to, and I vowed that I would never again go to an NFL game, and I have never been to one since. I've watched a lot of games, but I haven't attended a game in, I think it's 42 years, and I'll never go to another one. I had probably the worst night of my life, outside of a really bad flu bug, or the night I got food poisoning. That was something different. This was awful. It was a Bills-Patriots game in 76. It was a Sunday afternoon game. But, back there, once you're on standard time, it gets dark.
Right.
Like, 1 in the afternoon, or it feels like it anyway. So, and it's cold, and it's windy, and it's snowing, and it was awful. Awful. I wasn't even driving, and I still couldn't get drunk enough to get warm. Okay? And they still wanted to tailgate after the game. It's like, you're insane. I want to go home, okay? And there was the tailgating that did it. It was the post-game tailgating. It's like, God, this is stupid. I'm staying home from now on. And that was long before Red Zone or any of those things. But I turned down tickets game after game after game after that, and then eventually moved. And it's like I didn't have to turn down tickets anymore because they weren't there anyway. But that weather sucks. And that takes us to Miami and Northern Illinois.
Another game where the weather could suck.
Yeah, good. This is a good game. I'm telling you, Miami, I think Miami is playing at the same level as Buffalo and Northern Illinois right now. Well, they're good. I mean, Chuck Martin's got this team playing ball. They're confident. That was a great win last week. It's a really big game for them because they can't win. They're not going to get to the championship game. But they've got to win out to get their bowl bid. They'll win next week. I think it's Ball State. If they win here, they're going bowling. If they don't, they're not. Northern Illinois can clinch their division with a win in this game. But if they miss, they've got Western Michigan next week, and they would have to lose that game to Western Michigan to lose the division. I didn't really factor the situation in much. I went more power ratings. I've got this game about even.
It is, Dave, and I said to you off air before we come on, where did you put this game? Because my first reaction, when you look at the records and you see you see what Northern Illinois has done, and you see Miami's record, is like, how is this under a touchdown? And that's the way the average person's going to look at this game. They're going to see the gaudy numbers of Northern Illinois, and they're going to look at Miami at 4 and 6 and say, this is under a touchdown. This is too easy. I'm going to grab it. But if you dig deeper and look at what Miami's been doing, ever since they got into conference play, this team has averaged 30 points or more in every game. Now, in the MAC, that's not saying a lot because nobody plays defense in this league. There is one team.
No, it does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is one team, and that's here. So Miami's really going to be tested as far as what they do against this defense. But I think that they will keep this game going. As you said, Northern Illinois, they're in we just have to win mode. I think they want to get it done here and
sure they do. Yeah.
Not have to worry about next week, and have to play for a win. But I agree with you. My early lean is to Miami in this game.
My power ratings.
I'm waiting for this. I want to see get to 7. I think game day.
I don't know if it does it. I don't.
It's going to be the Joes versus Pros. If the Joes grab it there, you have to be at the window right when it goes to 7 to grab it because every sharp's going to wait for the 7.
I actually. Just in case, and I think Miami's got a great chance to win. I bought the 7 this morning, yeah, because I don't know if it gets to 7 or not. Here's why. I'm not the only one who does this. If I was, then I wouldn't worry about where the number's going to go. But the way I do my power ratings, I do an overall power rating. But at this time of year, I'm only concerned with the conference power rating.
Mm-hmm.
And conference power rating, I had this game even. I'm talking at Northern Illinois. I've got the game even, or maybe 1 Northern Illinois. I think the value is all with the Red Hawks in this game, and I would not be surprised if they win it outright. So that's a play I'm posting at Wager Talk, by the way. So you got a game that if you see where it says Miami, Ohio, Northern Illinois, you can buy it if you want to, but it's not going to be any different than what I just told you. I haven't written it up and posted it yet, but that will be going up probably sometime tonight. Speaking of Wager Talk, we will get to the Wager Talk marquee matchup. That is next.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
I wish dating was as easy as finding a vehicle at Findlay Kia. No pressure, no hassles, just straightforward answers and complimentary popcorn. Findlay Kia is the highest rated Kia dealer in Las Vegas. For the best customer care, come see a Kia.
Findlay Kia.
I'm attorney Matt Hoffman with Battleborn Injury Lawyers. Do you think insurance companies want you to hire an attorney? Why do you think they hire celebrities for their commercials? Do they hire them to gain your trust? Don't be fooled. Insurance companies want to pay you as little as possible, and it's my job to maximize your recovery and make sure you don't get ripped off. If you've been injured, call me, Matt Hoffman, or Justin Watkins at Battleborn Injury Lawyers, 570-9000. That's 570-9000.
Let's talk Runnin' Rebels after each home game. It's Tyler Bischoff, and I'll be hosting the postgame show live at Office Bar and Naked City Pizza. Call into the show or stop by on Paradise just south of the Hard Rock. It's Rebel Extra all season long on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's a rivalry renewed. UNLV takes the hardwood against BYU on Saturday, December 15th at T-Mobile Arena. Benefiting Coaches versus Cancer, the action-packed doubleheader features the Runnin' Rebels against the Cougars at 5:30, followed by LSU versus St. Mary's at 8. Tickets on sale now at TMobileArena.com. It's UNLV BYU on the Las Vegas Strip at T-Mobile Arena. Brought to you by Findlay Toyota, Summerlin, and Comprehensive Cancer Centers.
When it comes to pro football specials, no one does it like the Great American Pub. Each Sunday, the Great American Pub kicks off their pregame specials starting at 8 a.m., where you can build your own Kettle One Bloody Mary vodka for just $5 a shot. Food specials, too, starting at just $5. With the Great American Pub's 28 HD TVs, there's not one bad seat. 15 video poker machines, too. Gaming, spirits, hospitality. That's the Great American Pub's motto. 2 great locations, right off the 215 at Flamingo and right off the 215 at Eastern.
What's hot today? It's time for the Wager Talk marquee matchup of the night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
Yeah, we like to support our local teams and at least talk about them in a featured way. So we will do that with our marquee matchup of the night. It's right here at the Thomas and Mack as the Rebels will try and get a win on the board. They will face UC Riverside. The Highlanders coming in with a new coach, new system. probably not going to have real good results. So UNLV is a double-digit favorite tonight, in spite of the fact coming off a very poor performance against Loyola Marymount. The good news is they will not see that Virginia